So what is up, guys? Adam here with AR Gaming. I'm back with a whole new video for you guys, so I hope you guys enjoy it. So the other day I noticed that there was a whole bunch of new trailers, or I should say TV spots, were released for Kong Skull Island. Now this is a movie I am literally looking forward to, so I'm actually surprised that they released some trailer spots this early. And in fact, we got more shots of Kong, looking completely badass, might I say. We got more monsters, more shots of the skull crawlers, and a little bit more on the plot than I actually thought we would actually get to know in these kind of trailers. So first off, we're going to start off with some of the new monsters that we actually see. First thing I want to show you guys is a shot of Kong fighting what seems to be a giant octopus. Kong's roaring and he has the tentacles wrapped around him. So right now it's really not hard, or I should say it's not easy to figure out what exactly this tentacled creature is. Now everyone is speculating that it is another, like a Kong creature that he has faced before when Japan made a Kong movie. I think it was called Okaru, something like that. Now what this is actually cool is that they're bringing back creatures that he's faced before in a new certain way, which kind of translate into the next picture I'm going to show you guys. So the next picture I'm going to show you guys is a picture of one of these giant, I guess you call it spider crab looking things. That's what they really are. I'm not entirely sure what these things actually are. However, everyone's considering them to be maybe like the legendary, or I should say the official term, Monsterverse version of this monster is actually going to be Kumonga. With Godzilla, it's actually a giant spider. Now, I can see where people are thinking this. However, here's the thing. I don't think Kumonga would be in this because, yes, he's a giant. These two look very similar, but one is a giant spider that's literally the size of Godzilla, while this is probably something, don't get me wrong, giant, but in relative terms, it's not really the same size as Kumonga would have been. If this is a sort of spin on it, I would say most likely it'd be like maybe like a baby Kumonga, like a little larvae of it, while we might get a bigger version of it, which would be, and maybe have a similar kind of thing with the bug pit from the 2005 King Kong film. Maybe like a kind of like a reworking of that in this film. Now the next thing I'm going to show you guys is more footage, or I should say, pictures of the skull crawlers. These things I actually do think, if I remember correctly, seeing somewhere that they were actually in the first Kong movie. However, they weren't like name dropped or anything, and they were so much smaller than what they are here. So the first picture I'm showing you guys is, I'm going to assume, the king or maybe even the queen or the mother figure of the skull crawlers fighting Kong. So as you can see, it's a long serpentine body and all that. Big old crocodile looking head, long powerful arms. And what I find incredible is they're actually able to at least leap this high up in the ground, as you see in the picture here. So it does seem like they have a good amount of agility. To even face Kong is probably pretty bold, so they're bold in their tactics and everything. The next one I'm going to show you is what I would assume one of the smaller skull crawlers, and it looks like they do overall have like a long tongue that's very flexible, so that means they could probably scoop up prey like you see here. As a small person's getting attacked, they can probably use that to wrap and ensnare victims so they can easily suck them back into their jaws, which makes me wonder, what else are these things like? Might be considered top predators on the island, like chasing down maybe some smaller, like there's actually some pterosaur looking things, so maybe they use that to quick snap one of these creatures. Who knows? Now the next few shots I'm going to show you guys are of mainly Kong, and how I feel maybe about midway to the 3/4 of the way of the movie, how it's kind of going to play out in a way. Now don't get me wrong, this might be potentially spoilery. I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings if that happens. I'm still going to say it anyway. So right here, I feel it's going to be a little bit of a spoiler, though this is probably just pure speculation, though you never know. So this shot here is of Kong, I would say right after he's fighting the giant squid or octopus. He's probably all tired out, and this is when the humans get their chance to almost look like ensnare him. Why would they need to capture Kong in the first place? I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like, it kind of might tie back into Godzilla in a way, because in this next shot here, we have John Goodman's character, which I can't remember the freaking name that the actual character is, but he's definitely with Monarch, and he's saying this, which is the 1954 nuclear tests weren't tests; they were trying to kill something. So it kind of makes me feel like he might be like just like contracted by Monarch, but he doesn't know the full scope of things. Or maybe it's one of these things where it's like, yes, he's part of Monarch, but he's such on the lower end of the totem pole, he just doesn't really know what he's getting himself into. Now this circles back with why they're trying to capture Kong, because I know, I can't where exactly I heard it, but Tom Hiddleston's character, I think, says, you know, I'm a tracker. Who or what am I tracking? So could that mean that they're trying to track someone who's on the island, or are they specifically trying to track down Kong and capture him? Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you really did enjoy it. Please like and subscribe, and check out some of my other content, not just here, but on my other channel. I'm going to leave down in the description link below. Take it easy, guys, and peace!